rejected.
You've established that point. Now,
Okay.
Babalola, you were saying something now.
Now, I'm going to try and make a point to him.
Yeah.
I appreciate everything you claim, you
Now,
achieved in office.
before you continue, this is a debate actually, yeah?
Yeah.
You guys have a right to interject.
Exactly.
It's a debate.
You are just telling us.
It's a debate, all right?
I know that.
However, when you have a point you're laying and he doesn't like it, he can interject and say, look, I disagree with you, and you guys can keep it going, all right?
Thank
Fantastic.
you.
Let's hear you.
Now, I appreciate the things he claimed. I'll say it's a claim because it's still subject to review. There's no politician that comes on national TV.
That's why I took you to the YouTube. You can
There's
go
no-
watch the
there-
documentary.
Well, I know politicians who never did anything or take
I'm
up
a political activist.
state government.
I told you to go and watch the documentary.
We've seen
the facts,
seen
and the facts speak
politicians
for itself.
cook up stuff and claim it was their doing.
Right.
You understand? But that's not the case. Another fact I would like to highlight is it is not about you. I'm not here to attack you. We're talking about not just Lagos State. We're talking about the whole of Nigeria.
Local government as a
So
whole.
don't use yourself as an example. Tell the people the way it is. Now I'll tell
Example
you.
must be set.
Now I'll tell
Singapore is an example for an ideal, for an ideal, for an
We are
ideal
talking
society.
about how its system works.
Where Nigeria
you cannot
started
use
at the
yourself
same time
to
with.
define how its system works. We are talking about how its system works.
Right.
It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about the country. It's about how it functions. So take yourself out of the picture. Talk about the way it is.
It's not possible. You can't do that. There must be an example to learn from.
That's not why
there
we're
must
here.
be an example
Let's go
to
back
learn
to the
from.
main topic.
If Nigeria is to be the country we want for ourselves, we must learn from some people. So if I've used myself as a case study for what local government should be at the least level, we can surpass that.
Should be, but it's not being.
It is being in Lagos State.
Well,
it is being
now, I'll
in
give you-
Ekiti
now,
State that you're
now,
from.
let's
It is being in the southwest states of Nigeria
let me
has regional integration.
Let's go to
it has been like
to
that
the
in
legal
Osun
aspect.
State.
Okay.
It
Let's
has
go
been
to the
like that in
legal
Osun
aspects.
State. So those are examples where you can
We're
learn
not here
from.
to campaign.
Yes.
We're not here to
We're
campaign.
not campaigning.
We're
I'm
campaigning.
educating.
No, that's not education.
Look, let me take you post.
No.
Post-colonial era.
Don't
Post-independence.
deviate.
If you
You're
allow me,
deviating the
allow me,
argument.
post-independence.
No.
Lagos Island,
You are deviating the argument.
Lagos
You're
Island
distracting the
municipality,
audience. This is not what the audience want to hear.
Where the Ganu Daudu administration built the city hall.
It's not about an
And we learned from-
administration.
Okay, guys, hold on.
It's about a policy.
It's about the policy. We'll go for this break right now, and when we return, of course, we continue with this debate. If you're just joining us, this is still the big issue.
It's time to rise up.
As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Joshua 20.
Of course, Babalola also is saying, come on, these levies should disappear because even if they're there so far, they are not actually owing up, to the function they are supposed to.
Genuine change, later in the future, you have to go out there and understand how the government. Like
Let me educate him how this thing
Kosofe
is.
local government, like all those big local governments. That's why they have little to show for what they raise. He said, how can you on earth? I'm not saying you're lying. You are exposing to
you are
private.
using me as a case study now.
No.
But you refuse.
I'm using the fact you said. I'm not disputing the fact. I'm not disputing the fact.
Can I kindly
I'm
put the facts right?
emphasizing your facts.
Mr. Moderator,
I'm
can I
emphasizing your
kindly
facts.
put those facts
I'm
right?
emphasizing your facts. That's the fraud
Mr. Moderator, he has used
so
about
if we continue to
12
collect that
minutes
tax,
of this
if we
presentation,
continue to collect that tax, what it means is that we are stealing from the poor and making some people who are rich, we are making them richer. That's what it means.
He has given fake statements.
All right,
That's not true.
Now, there are laws that guide the local government.
All right.
The first is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
All right.
Which guarantees the local government creation of the Legislative Council of the state. It is not a union.
I was
the president of a Syrian Union government under the military. And whenever we are to assert our position, we quote the particular area in the Constitution. We don't just say it offhand.
I just gave you section 1
section?
and 2 on the
Kindly bring the
section
Constitution and
90,
verify.
90 and 91.
Please call
1 and
for
2.
call for the Constitution and read it out from that from that book.
What we are trying to establish here is, should the levies remain or be scrapped? And that is due to the fact that even as much as has been collected, it doesn't seem like it's having enough impact on the people. Now, I have been to certain marketplaces, rough, look, in fact, you can't go there during rainy season.
That is able to feed it at the in
Cancel
order to have
taxes at the
effectiveness
local
in
government.
our system.
We need to
that is not
cancel
to
the
say,
taxes
that
at
is
the
not to
local
say
government. That's
that
what we're saying.
the fact that you have leakages in the system, particular area in the Constitution, we don't just say it offhand.
I just gave you section 1 and 2 on the
Kindly bring the
section
Constitution and
90,
verify.
90 and 91.
Please call
1 and
for
2.
call for the Constitution and read it out from that from that book.
What we are trying to establish here is, should the levies remain or be scrapped? And that is due to the fact that even as much as has been collected, it doesn't seem like it's having enough impact on the people. Now, I have been to certain marketplaces, rough, look, in fact, you can't go there during rainy season.
That is a different argument.
But they call it the levies.
Hold on,
the levies.
sir.
What are the levies meant for? Is it not to cater for the people in that region?
Sir, gets to the
That
local
is a
government.
different
That's
argument.
the point I'm making.
You are now talking about corruption in the system.
No.
Hold on, sir. Sir, if you have a baby,
okay,
you have to care for the baby.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
You must provide for the baby, otherwise the baby will die.
Okay.
Right? The means of providing for the baby to feed it are the levies.
All right.
If you remove the levy, what you are saying is that we should scrap local government.
What I'm saying is
structure.
the levies
Totally.
does not even get to the
levy-
local government.
The levies,
It doesn't get
the
to the local government. It
empowers
goes
the
to
local
private
government
pockets.
to function. Now, the second case you are talking about is corruption in the system. But I agree that there is corruption in the system.
Finally.
The same way there is corruption in Nigeria as a whole.
Finally.
The same way there's corruption in the world.
But that's exactly what he was trying to establish.
Exactly.
He was trying to establish the
I will use
corruption.
Lincoln U as a case study. Lincoln U says, if you must have a perfect society, you must take the perfectness of people in that society to run the society.
Right.
If that is so, we must go out of the norm to get square pegs in square holes.
That's why
we
we
must
need to
block
cancel-
leakages
we need to
in
cancel
order to have
taxes at the
effectiveness
local government.
in our system.
We need to
that is not
cancel
to
the
say
taxes
that
at
is
the
not to
local
say
government. That's what we're saying.
the fact that you have leakages in the system doesn't mean that local government cannot work correctly.
It's not
Establish
leakages.
changes.
Babalola, hold
leakages.
on. Babalola, hold on. He said something now that is very vital.
Okay.
The fact that there is corruption or there is leakages shouldn't call for the levies to be
using
scrapped.
fancy words.
Listen.
Corruption, leakages are fancy words. They don't describe what goes on at the local government level.
But he's
We're
saying,
talking about
but
the case.
he's saying do not use a few yardstick.
Now let me answer that question. Let me answer that question.
Let me just ask you this. Mr. Babalola.
This is an argument that will never stop, but trust me, we are here to do the best we can to educate the audience. If you're just joining us, this is still the big issue.